And the answer is no, it's not late enough yet. I want to keep going. I want to see what this team looks like so we can start off a season tomorrow night. So in terms of coaching staff, obviously we just sent out offers, stuff like that. You guys will see what it looks like. Free agency is going to be the big thing here. Shout out to Maple Leafs fan favorite Ridley Gregg. That's when we switched to each. I think everybody went to bed, so it is what it is. So the good news is for us in a way is that there aren't too many like big names out there that we might want to go for. Let's double check prospects. RFAs, I mean, I'm not going to have the money to get anybody, you know, unless it's like a Colby Barlow. We could throw our name out there for Colby Barlow. Willis, not so much, but you know, Villanove's not going to get much better. So what's the maximum amount that we can offer somebody now in this timeline? Okay, it's basically 165. So is there any way this is going to work? Maybe like a 1% chance because it's not that much money. But if we can steal Colby Barlow, that would be pretty good business for us. Pretty good business indeed. So the 23-year-old center, Colby Barlow on Winnipeg. Let's see if we can steal him away. In terms of UFAs, in theory, you could argue about a backup goalie, but I'm not too worried. Are there any prospects? Sebastian Casa, 25. So is Korhonen. Bunanovs is a low starter. Interesting. Yeah, he's got no abilities at this point or anything. I'm not too worried about Sebastian Cosa then. Defensively, Daniil Shaka, Carson Lambos, both 25 years old at this stage. Are there any medium sixes that might be worth it? Logan Mailloux can piss off. There is Terrell at 20 years old. Jerry Terrell. And we do sign Jerry. Every team needs a good Jerry. I've said it for years. 19-year-old Schmidt. I might actually have to be careful with some of the signings here. We'll see. Christopher Schmidt. Get on in here, you piece of Schmidt. Peter Schmidt. Do we have anybody else defensively that was let go of? Villeneuve. Xavier Villeneuve. He's a 75 at 20 years old, and he wasn't signed? Holy shit. Okay. I mean, that's a yes. Christ, he might be third pairing for me. Anybody else defensively? 19 years old, Pentakai. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. We'll see if there's any room for forwards after this. Is there anybody else? No. Okay, so really quickly. I could have gone to contracts, but we'll look at proposed trade. Good thing is we're above the cap floor, too. So we do need a goalie. At least one. If not two. As a potential backup, if not AHLers. So we'll look at two goaltenders. Defensively. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we're actually okay. Yeah, one defenseman too many, but that's not that bad. Okay. So if there's any forwards available, I might have to move some people out just to try to make space. So we'll kind of see what happens there. Who are the veteran goalies that could be brought in that aren't expecting much? Berube, Robin Leonard. Bring in Berube. Oh, Jean-Francois. And then, who else do we got? Michael Haas. Casimir Kaskisuo. There you go. YouTuber extraordinaire. Were there any medium 9 forwards that were half decent? Oh, Malatesta's out there. He's 25. Again, he wasn't willing to change from a playmaker because he's an idiot. An absolute idiot. So for the medium nines, to be honest, I'm kind of hoping there isn't anybody here, but there is immediately somebody. There's two of them. Looks like it's just those two. Yeah, okay. Well, am I allowed to sign at least one of them? Let's go for Minier. Oh, Ty Minier. And can I sign the other one to bring it up to 50? Or is it going to be like, oh, no, you got this money, bro, and blah, blah, blah. You know, as the game prompts do. Gaspar. The friendly goose. All right, cool. We're good. We don't have too much to worry about at all. At least not at the moment. Things are shaping up all right here in Columbus. We do bring on Jamie Benn as a coach. We also bring on Evgeny Malkin and Christoph Heinrich as a scout, as well as Leonard. Don't call him Ron DeSantis. Colby Barlow has not elected to sign with us, which is okay. It was very unlikely anyway. Cameron Butler is taking the qualifying offer. Way to go, Cam. We'll be happy to have you back. We'll be very happy to have you back. Let's see, as we just wait, and we wait, and we wait. But I am excited to see what this team's going to look like for this upcoming season. Especially because player development's going to play a huge part in what we look like from the off-season. So goalie-wise, it is Dag, who's elite already at 22. Still 21, and he has developed butterfly effect. That's our guy. Thielen is going to be the backup. Ravensbergen will be the AHL starter. So yeah, we'll let Melker Thielen be the backup. That's fine. Defensively. Right. Shout out to Ferraro
Trying to walk
Rocher.
through this fucking grass.
All the things to name yourself after, huh? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So we got Werenski, Bouchard, and Jackster on the follow.
I'm just trying to walk through this fucking grass.
Werenski, Bouchard, probably Dayton and Yarosek, and then Kalpanen with Villeneuve or Johansson. We can give Villeneuve a chance right out of the gates. That's fine. Johansson was a bit older, so yeah, he can be the depth. Xavier Villeneuve, he's going to get a chance. He's an offensive defense. He's got a cannon of a shot. Okay. There's actually an argument for you being an OFD. Okay, Xavier Villeneuve. We might have something there. And in the system, looking okay as far as that's concerned. With the forwards, this could get a little bit more complicated. Or not, actually, because Pinelli's still a minor league scoring forward. Okay. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13 with Kiviranta, 14 with McCown. Let's send down Kivy for the moment, our typical AHL captain. So what does the NHL look like here? We got to go best lines in the AHL, which is still going to be pretty good. NHL-wise. All right. That is promising out of the gates. Shields is a right wing. Riopel's a right wing. I mean, damn. Shields is a depth forward. Riopel, I mean, that's looking pretty damn good. Now, Shields is a sniper. But much like Gunderson has a defensive ability. So figure that one out. You got Jackson as a playmaker. Lamb as a sniper. Fantilli, by the way, quite a few abilities developed. We might have made the right choice holding on to him. Chuck is a first liner. Lindstrom's a first liner now. Kyrou. Del Belbalou's third liner. Fantilli and Gunderson's second line. Monahan's still the second liner, but we know he's regressing anyway. I mean, this team right here, damn. you know? Kachuk, Lindstrom, Kyrou, Del Belbalus, Fantilli, Gunderson, Frondell, Monahan, Shields, Lamb, Jackson, Riopel, the rookies. That's not bad at all. And then defensively, Werenski, Bouchard. Evans got to play on the first pair. He'll be mad. We'll do... Maybe we will have Kaupinen ahead because of the abilities with the Yarosek, and then Villeneuve and Dayton. That's not bad. And then goaltender, Dig and Thielen. Now, it does mean Hunter McCown probably ends up being an AHLer, but I have played Hunter McCown for over 200 games now. So... I do like that setup. And we'll have Kivy get that bump up. That was not bad. That was not bad at all. Now, could we technically find like a more optimal coach? I mean, maybe, but the fourth line, to be honest, we can just give them power play time. But obviously, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to develop some of the real-life dudes into being actual half-decent coaches, because it's a little bit more fun that way. In terms of the scouts... Oh, we're going to need a Russian scout. Another Russian scout. And Matthew Nye is the biggest crybaby of all time in franchise this year. Is he? What did Matthew Nyes do to you? Another scout from the dub. Honestly, I'm okay with this. Although Schwartz might technically not be the best fit anymore. 66%. He is a great fit for the defense. You know, Subban can go. Screw it. I want to develop real coaches. So Schwartz, 66% fit. How good's Tanev? 60. What about Drew Doughty? 61. Brent Burns, 63. Jamie Benn, 73%. Is Jamie Benn about to be our head coach? What about Blake Wheeler? 63. And then Evgeny Malkin. Jesus Christ, Jamie Benn's about to be our head coach. He literally just retired. And now he is going to be the head coach of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Has been on a roll for... We'll have to check in terms of... yeah, roll 4 lines, roll all pairings. All right. And we'll have Tanev in there as well. Let's go optimize the AHL here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Matthew Nye set up for a year, refused to become a two-way, refused to play on the PK, refused to play on the second line, refused to take the bus to the team. Hell, I even saw him banging my wife. I mean, but did he treat her well is the real question. Or are you a jealous cock? All right, do we have anybody with higher potentials? Pentakainen was only a medium 6. Schmidt was also a medium 6. Okay. So we can leave that as is. That's fine. For the forwards, we don't really care about Matt Rempe, but he might stay. Old Carlos Flugensch. I mean, And having Crooks in makes a good amount of sense just based off a rating. Or are we taking out McLeod? Okay, the left wing side is where like everybody was. Galyanov. We definitely have too many forwards. Too many cooks. Gavin Hayes, I don't really care about you anymore. I don't think you're going to change player type like I need you to. So we need Mr. Rutu in there. Matt Rempe will be out for Vasilev. And we will sort by potential. So not the low elites got to get up there. Whoops. Do we have any other low elites? Definitely got some guys that ended up going back to junior. All right, so Dimitrakos, Vasilev, Rutu. It's all about getting them as much playing time as possible. Aside from that, we will just aim for having the highest rated dudes on the top lines. So who can play center here? That actually works. That works. Let's see. That's also fine. We'll go Poirier, Pinelli, McCown, and then that top line. Again, all low elites, just trying to get these guys to frickin' develop. We'll see what happens. And defensively, it was fine. Can we get a coach that's a better fit? This could be a good year for these two teams. Very good year. Oops, not what we wanted. We wanted coach set up there. Coaching staff. Who is going to be our AHL head coach this year? Brent Burns is a 52% fit. Drew Doughty, 61. Blake Wheeler, 55. And Gino, 55. All right, Drew Doughty is the head coach of the Cleveland Monsters. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll have Brent Burns be the AHL goalie coach. It's like, well, Brent, you're tall. That translates to goaltending, right? Just be tall. It'll be fine. So, in terms of the lines, so no longer a +5, but still pretty good. Kachuk, Lindstrom, Kyrou, Dalbel, Beluz, Fantilli, Gunderson, Frondell, Monahan, Shields, Lamb, Jackson, and Riopel. Is there a way to improve that? There is, if we go with Riopel over Shields. Chuck will stay on that top line. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Defensively, +5, +3, +2. Let's go. Just shout out to Xavier Villeneuve. He's going to get a chance. Why not? And then goalie-wise, Dagan Thielen. I'm liking this team. I think, again, like we continue to take these twists and turns with the roster that we didn't quite expect, but we're keeping this team in as competitive of a mode as possible, which shouldn't be surprising given the absurd amount of draft picks that we've traded away, some of the talents that we've ended up with. It's been pretty crazy. In terms of captaincy, Sean Monahan is still the captain. We got a letter for Werenski. Honestly, Bouchard, you have not played up to being deserving of that letter. I just got to tell you, I got to be truthful. We got to give Caden Lindstrom a letter. Caden Lindstrom deserves it. And then AHL, even though I don't really care too much, Pinelli will not be the captain. Hunter McCown's going to be the captain. Our defensive captain will be Morelli. And then we could go Poirier. Let's go with Pinelli there. There you go. Strip you of the C, but that's okay. So we will have have goals for the year to set up as well. This will be interesting. For Gabriel Daig, who still has 2 years left at $1 million. Was working on his reflexes in the offseason. He's also going to get the preseason boost from our head coach because we're going to do goaltending again. His goal for the year: win 50 games, win 40 games, 910 save percentage, win the Vezina. I mean, the 910 seems more likely than the Vezina, but the Vezina would be a huge boost. Let's aim high for Gabriel Daig. Win the Vezina, buddy. At 22 years old, I believe in you. And then Mr. Thielen, Melker Thielen. Your season goal. Shout out to Walker. 7 months on the primer. Walker, welcome back. How the heck are you? We're going to have your goal be to stay on the NHL team all season long, Melker, as opposed to the AHL. And then in the system, we got nothing to focus on. That's fine. Defensively, Zach Werenski. Brand new contract, Zach. Have you listed as a two-way? Your off-season improved shooting hasn't clicked in yet, but two-way is still fine. What is Zach Werenski's goal for the season? Award challenge or stats? 20 goals, 50 assists, plus minus of 30. Block a shot. What's his goal? Breathe. That's fair. Yeah, I feel like the Norris is fair for both he and Bouchard. Wait for my landlord to come over, check my faucets because I don't trust them to not break shit and take responsibility. Totally fair. +2 defensive awareness, +3 strength, endurance. Okay, yeah. That's... yeah. Norris Trophy is the goal for Zach Werenski. Evan Bouchard. You're going to be shocked, Evan, by your goal for the year. You're going to be shocked. Win the goddamn Norris. One of you two has to win the goddamn trophy. Come on. Come on. David Yarosek, who just continues to get better. In fact, he's got wheels, is pretty nice. He's still really well set up as a two-way. And his skating's only going to get better. Norris for him, nah, that's a bridge too far. But what X Factor challenges could we do? 15 power play goals. 30 goals isn't going to happen. 3 hat tricks, 40 assists, 5 power play goals. You know, 5 power play goals might be possible. Might be. That might be possible, actually. Award challenge won't happen. What are the stat challenges? 40 assists, plus minus 25. Block shot. You know, let's aim high. Let's aim high for David Yarosek, because if he does get seeing eye, that could work out really well. That could work out really well, because we've seen what Zach Werenski's been able to do with seeing eye. A very powerful X factor this year. Or just outright ability. The rookie, Dallas Dayton. Again, he is a defensive defenseman, so there's no shot he's going to win the Calder. He probably has potential in the future of being a two-way. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him to change. We can actually talk to him here. Playstyle, Dallas, do you think? Nope. He has no desire to change from a defensive defenseman, which isn't like a negative. I'm not going to trade him because of it, but X Factor 1T. Yeah, he's not ready for any of those. I mean, honestly, just the goal of staying in the NHL could work. Yeah. Let's just stay on the NHL roster for the entire year, given he's a rookie. I mean, that's a given. That's easy enough that he'll get that. Kauppanen. Imo Kauppanen. Another defensive defenseman. Have been working on his skating in the offseason. Your long-term goal. Stat challenge. Definitely block some shots. Quick and easy for Chemo there. Anton Johansson, I mean, he's just depth. He's a depth option, but you know, in terms of his goal for the season, try to stay in the NHL all year as our 7th defenseman. We'll see if it happens. And then Villeneuve. Xavier Villeneuve. I would really like you to switch to an actual right side defenseman. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to do that? Ooh, could switch him to the wing or a forward. Don't tell me I'm playing forward. I won't, but I do want you at right D. Ah, come on. All right, well, he won't switch to a full-time right D, but he can still play there. Again, very, very tough to win Rookie of the Year as a defenseman. So we'll just go stay on the NHL team all year, and that should be possible. We're pretty much going to be doing that for most of the rookies. In the system, Morelli, listed as a two-way. Fair. Yeah, it's fair. You could argue DFD because he has the passing. Yeah, honestly, if we could get Morelli to switch to a DFD, that might be for the best. Let's try that. Playstyle. You're willing to be a defensive defenseman? No, you are not. Okay. Worth a shot. Not going to trade him. We'll keep trying. Obviously, early on in this series, I tried to flip people, but I feel like we can keep trying. That's one of my regrets about early on. I'm like, oh, fuck it, get out of here. But like with like Jordan Dumais, but Dumais, it was quite obvious. Like Morelli as a two-way, like he could succeed. It's not like, oh my god, if you don't switch to a DFD, you're trash. Brent Roloff as a DFD is still totally fair. I mean, the guy just sucks. It's going to be the case for most of these guys. Bonnie, take it easy, by the way. Jerry Terrell is a two-way, totally fine. Right? Yeah, decent offensively, decent defensively. Clefbaum. Two ways fair. Bekoff. Two ways fair. Christopher Schmidt, defensive defenseman, fine. Johnston, two-way, fine. And then Pentakainen, two ways fair because he's just absolutely trash. Right wing side, Jordan Kyrou. Your goal for the year, Jordan. It's probably going to be assist-based. We look at X Factor, 60 assists to get third eye. Easy. 60 assists playing next to Lindstrom and Brady Tkachuk should be possible. Riopel. Brennan Riopel. Young power forward. He actually shoots left. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Can we get you to switch to left wing? Can we get you to switch to left wing? No, we can't. It was worth a shot. Your goal for the season, I don't know if being on the third line's enough to try and win the Calder, so let's just say stay on the NHL roster to get whatever boosts might come of that. None of our rookies are necessarily in a position where they're going to be able to put up a ton of points. So, season goal for Shields. The same thing, just stay on the NHL roster. I mean, if they win the Calder, cool. We just won't get the extra bonus for it. In the system, Hunter McCown. Won't be anything to change about you. Poirier. Nothing to worry about. Crooks as a playmaker. Fair. Zahishki as a two-way. He does have the good shot power. Can we get you to change to a sniper? Nope. Well, it was worth a shot. Won't be the worst two-way in the world. Might have been a better sniper. And then Flugens. A playmaker. Again, he's got great shot power. He'd be decent as a two-way as well. But yeah, if we could get him to change to a sniper, like, make the most of that shot power. Is he going to be willing to change? Nope. Listed as very risky, which is fair. But, yeah, it didn't work out. Left wing side, Caden Lindstrom. We won't make the mistake this time about his goal for the season. It will be to win the Selke. Which really, I mean, he should. And then on ice play, are you willing to switch at all to center full time? No, you're not. He's still not willing to be listed as a full-time center. Brady Tkachuk. Obviously not going to change the player type. What is Brady's goal for the year going to be? We have the shot frequency. So this is off-season focus. What award should Brady realistically be going for? I don't think he can win the Rocket Richard. I mean, the Art Ross, maybe. I think a statistical goal would be better as opposed to a trophy. 50 goals, 60 assists, a plus-minus of 30. Plus-minus of 30 might be the right way to do it, because that top line should be sick. Hart Trophy is possible. And that would have been the award that I went with, but... Adam Fantilli. I don't know what your goal is this year, Adam. To stay healthy is your primary goal. What X Factor ability could you focus on? I'll do whatever it takes. Well, fun fact, there's nothing I can do to help you develop in that way. That's a bit of a shame. He's not going to win an award, so stat-wise, 40 goals, 50 assists, plus 25. I feel like 50 assists is more possible than 40 goals. Long shot, but hey, set your sights high and hope for the best. Drink calcium, yes. Mr. Christian Gunderson still is best if we can get this guy developed as a sniper, if not a power forward, because he has some good physicality. Honestly, with that physicality, not that, you know, snipers can't have physicality. But we do also have Brady Tkachuk already, so an outright sniper is probably fine. I do want him to switch to a full-time right wing. Two-way honestly wouldn't be bad either, but based off like what the team needs right now. Well, play style was worth looking at. We already have some decent people for that third line. Change position. Okay, he is not willing to change anything. That's a bit of a shame. Gunderson, your goal for the season. 15 power play goals, 30 goals, 3 hat tricks. 30 goals. That is the target for Christian Gunderson. Frondell, speaking of one of those defensive players. Definitely still best set up as a two-way. He is looking pretty good in that regard. Long-term goal for the year, X Factor. It's probably not going to happen. Yeah. Honestly, Selke conversation? Ah, shit. The wrong one again. Selke conversation for Frondell is probably our best way to go. Or just any award. That works. Literally any award, Anton. Will do. Kivy, you're a depth forward. I love you. You're a depth forward. So this is a sniper, and that's fine. Another one of the rookies, Clayton Lamb. listed as a sniper, which is fair, but again, he could also be a two-way. I mean, there's a lot of commonality amongst these 80 overall guys is they're just like super well-rounded. Your goal is going to be to stay in the NHL because you're not really in a position to kind of compete for the Calder this year. In the system, last chance saloon for Gavin Hayes. Buddy, you need to be a playmaker. You could even argue sniper, but you're not a two-way. We need you to be willing to be a playmaker. Please. Also, preferably a right wing. He's not willing to... there's just no way. There's no way he's going to stick around long term. No shot. Yeah, he's not willing to listen to us at all. So he'll just be a dude on the roster, but yeah, we're never going to have like NHL hopes for him. Ivan Galyanov as a playmaker, probably fair. You could argue sniper. Have we been able to change anyone position? Yeah, I mean, we've had more success adding secondary positions instead of outright primary position, though. I think, again, man, you see shot power like that. Playmaker's not bad for Ivan Galyanov, but if we can get somebody to be a sniper and a good one, I'll always take that over another playmaker. Yeah, persuasion fail again. It's all well and good. Menier. Left wing, lefty, listed as a two-way. Honestly, I could be a playmaker. He's a good skater. Move Ty Menier to left wing. Or not left wing. On ice play style. Playmaker? Nope. Bastard. Bastard. Radek Kaspar is listed as a grinder, which is totally fair. Physicality is the best aspect of his game. Everything else isn't too bad, but we'll take a grinder. Xavier McLeod. Power forward. Honestly, if we could get him to switch to a grinder as well, that wouldn't be too bad. Like, he's never going to have the super high-end talent to be like a top 6 power forward. But as a grinder, maybe. Nope. I think I was cut out to be a grinder. You never had the makings of a varsity athlete. Let's see. Matti Ruutu. Listed as a two-way. His best attributes right now are the shooting attributes, but boy, they're not great. He's bad. He's real bad. But given that the shooting attributes are the highest, nope. All right, you go ahead and stay as a two-way. And then the last guy is Dmitry Vasilyev. Listed as a power forward. That is not what you are. Same thing. See if this guy's willing to switch to a sniper. Try to train up that shot. Nope. Very, very low chance because of the parameters. It can go through, but yeah. For the centers, Sean Monahan. I mean, is he starting to decline a bit? Yes. Is he still a very, very good player for us? Yes. His goal for the season as our captain is going to be to compete for any award, preferably the Selke, is the target. Luca Del Bel Blues. We still have him as a sniper. Funny thing is, playmaker would also be very fitting for him.
I'm just trying to walk.
Shout out to Sam Bam for the follow, by the way. Welcome in. There is an argument for playmaker over sniper at this point for Del Bel Blues, but 62 goals, 63 assists in his career. I think we'll just leave him as a sniper. On ice play, can I change you full-time to a left wing? We have been trying to do this for a while. Yay! He's willing to try. Let's go, Luca. Let's go. And that way, too, we don't have to worry about like training him up face-offs in the off-season. X Factor 30 goals, buddy. It's been your target for the last couple seasons. Let's see if this year is the year. And then another rookie, Joel Jackson. He's listed as a playmaker, which is fine. He could be a power forward. He could be a two-way. Like, all of those freaking guys in this past draft are essentially cut from the same cloth. They are just incredibly moldable into what we want them to be, which honestly kind of sucks. I'd rather have a specialist. It's easier to go with. Pinelli, listed as a sniper now, which is good. He's a center, which is also okay. Only thing that we really need Luka to do is, like, are you willing to add left wing to your list of positions? And the answer is yes. So that's it. It's just, hey, add left wing, and that'll give you more versatility if you ever make it up to the main roster and to the big show. Matt Rempe, of course, going to be gone at the end of the year, but he's listed as a grinder. That's fine. Honestly, similar thing. Just, can you add right wing to your position options? He was not willing to listen. Trust me, I'm better staying off of my current position. You're not, though. Pavel Gonchar, listed as a sniper, which is still fair. There's an argument for two-way. He's fine. Edwin York, also a sniper. Doing our best to train up those shots, man. And then last guy is Jackson Dimitrakos, listed as a playmaker, which, yeah, I mean, this guy is just trash. Those low elites that we found are horrific. Are you willing to add left wing to your potential list of positions? No, you're not. Okay. So we are good to go. I mean, we are going to have to try to optimize the power play. Obviously, we have a lot of people with a lot of goals and a lot of hopes and a lot of dreams. Not everybody's going to accomplish said goals. But if we take a look at said power play, Chuck, Lindstrom, Kyrou, Bouchard, and Gunderson. Actually, might want to double check the line. So again, it's Chuck, Lindstrom, and Kyrou. Bell Blues, Fantilli, Gunderson, Frondell, Monahan, Riopel, and then the entirely new set of rookies. And then defensively, Werenski, Bouchard. Again, we do need to try to get Yarosek some opportunities. All right. Chuck, Lindstrom, Kyrou. We'll do Bouchard and Yarosek. So Yarosek needed power play goals, funny enough. Plenty of deflection opportunities in front. You know, Yarosek's also a righty. Maybe we take... Bouchard does need to be on the top power play in it. Okay, so you know, instead, let's add... Monahan to that top unit. So Lindstrom, Kyrou, Kachuk, Monahan, Bouchard. That works. In terms of the strats, distributor needs to be Kyrou. I forgot Jamie Benn was our head coach. Our finisher... I mean, we got Bouchard competing for an offensive award. Kachuk was looking for goals. And puck carrier can be Bouchard. So try to get Bouchard and Kyrou some assists. I'm aware I have to go back. I'm trying to avoid this glitch. Duplicated roles, except they're not, though. So please stop. I hate how it fucks up like that sometimes. Come on! What are you talking about? Are all those top 5 rookies 20 and under? Yes. Face-off formation. It's got Monahan. Is it going to let me back out, or is it going to show a glitch? Come on. All right, let's do distributor Bouchard, puck carrier Kyrou. Fuck it, whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then power play 2 is Fantilli, Del Belbaluz, and Gunderson with Werenski and Jiricek. David Jiricek up there. So again, Jiricek is going to be getting a lot of opportunities to shoot the puck. Del Belbaluz was looking for goals. Gunderson was looking for goals. So, I mean, everybody here, like, there's... it's tough to choose. But pretty much D to D passes. Okay, this is kind of annoying. Stop showing that. It's not fucked up, game. I promise. It's fine. I don't know why the player roles and shit like that still glitch out. But essentially what we're instructing that second power play to do is just go D to D a bunch of times. And then hope that somebody else can pick up a damn rebound. Pretty much the goal. Distributor Werenski, puck carrier Werenski, finisher Jiricek. There we go. It was on face-offs. Del Belbaluz over Fantilli. I mean, that's fine. Whatever. Okay. And then PK-wise this year. Yeah, Monahan, Werenski, Lindstrom, Jiricek. That's good. Fantilli, Kaupinen, Gunderson. Okay. Shields, Dayton, Kachuk. Okay. Should be fine. Should be fine. This team can end up breaking my heart because I got to be honest, I'm kind of getting optimistic. I'm getting optimistic. I want to see what happens. Sim the next game. Jamie Benn, there we go. It's going to say should be talking to me. And this will be where we set up our preseason training. And we are going to, again, go for goaltending. I just feel like, again, every other one has a negative to it. The goaltending, it's just nothing but positive. It just makes your starter that much better. Backup as well. So, granted, while goalies are still voodoo, like, really no reason to not do that. So, the Columbus Blue Jackets made the playoffs last year. We have optimism about this season. Also, once we get to the start of the season, we're going to be able to double check kind of what the stat increases were with the off-season training. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. 72% locker room. I mean, you have an elite goalie at 22. Yeah. And dirt cheap. Dirt cheap as well. So if we look at the lines one more time. Kachuk, Lindstrom, Kyrou, Del Belbaluz, Fantilli, Gunderson, Frondell, Monahan, Riopel, Lamb, Jackson, and Shields. Fantilli, 82 face-offs. Lindstrom. Face-offs still aren't his strong suit, but again, we need to fucking get him to be willing to switch to center, and that way we can train them up. But he is so goddamn good defensively. And honestly, we had adaptability. Maybe he'll listen now. Nah, I can't talk to him this early about it. Okay. It is what it is. Eventually, hopefully, we'll win that fight with Caden Lindstrom. And then defensively, Werenski. I think his wrist shot accuracy went up, but not his power. Skating is looking a bit better for Bouchard. Jiricek skating definitely went up. And the goalie is now 89 overall for the 21-year-old Gabriel Daig. Dude, the reflexes, too. Glove and stick. Holy shit. His agility's... I mean, dude, he's elite. He is elite. No doubt about it. But will he play like it? Because it is this game, after all. So will he play like it? But this is one of my favorite versions of this team I think that we've had so far. Poirier's shots getting better. Pinelli's shots getting better. Cowan definitely had his defensive awareness go up quite a bit. It is nice to have that little bit of extra control over player development. Ravensbergen right now in 83. Still needs to work on his reflexes quite a bit, but things are looking good.